This is from ESPN. Questions, takeaways from every NFL team after Week 17. For the Browns, is the number one pick in the 2025 draft in play for the Browns? They say very much so. Currently hold the third spot in the draft. They would get the top pick with a loss to the Ravens and victories by the Patriots and Titans, who will be facing the Bills and Texans respectively. Those teams are probably resting their starters. They have the most surprising performance, Jerry Jeudy. Career-high 12 catches on Sunday. You know what? You look at that, the first pick could be there. And my cautionary tale is, if you don't think Shedeur Sanders or Cam Ward are franchise quarterbacks, trade back. Don't take the best quarterback in a draft where nobody is going to be a franchise quarterback.
Well, it's funny you say that because I'm actually in the midst of starting my Cam Ward and Shedeur Sanders debate, and I'm sure I'll hear a lot about that and people. But I actually like Cam Ward a little bit as a quarterback right now, early on. But I think Shedeur Sanders fits what Kevin Stefanski wants to do if they go back to Kevin Stefanski's offense. These guys who are off-platform, off-structure quarterbacks, they do not work in Kevin Stefanski's offense. And if you're going to have him call plays, Shedeur Sanders is more of a pro style. He's got good feet, but he's more of a pro style guy, a guy who can, make plays from the pocket, use his checkdowns, things like that. More like Flacco and Jameis Winston, obviously, without the interceptions. But I'm with you. If you don't think that's guy, or do you think a guy like Travis Hunter or a guy like the Luther Burden kid out of Missouri? There's some guys there. They need some different makers, and they need some guys who bring, and you and I have talked about this a long time. Guys who, even Jerry Jeudy's a guy who has to run a route. They need guys they can give the ball to, hand it to it, throw it to them, do whatever they got to do. A-Chain from Miami, for example, and just get some easy yards. And I don't know what that answer is. I don't know. Obviously, we'll see what happens with this weekend. And as you get into the draft stuff, it'll be interesting. But I've not got to work on the draft when the Browns have a first-round pick, and I look forward to doing that because there's some guys out there that I really think could change the trajectory of this organization because they do have a lot of talent at a lot of positions.
Yeah, again, you cannot miss, if it's a top 10 pick, even, and it's probably going to be top 3, you can't miss. You cannot miss on that pick. I mean, Jedrick Wills was a miss at 10. You can't miss with high first-round picks. You just can't.